very short way, and I will try to do my best. I want to teach you something as my last teaching on that, about the Holy Spirit. Now, having received the Holy Spirit, every believer who has received the Holy Spirit, you must know your spiritual gifts. Your spiritual gifts. How many of you here unajua karama zako za kiroho? Na ingawa tunapaswa kuzidanganya roho. Unazijua kwa majina. Unaweza hata kuziandika mahali. Or let me know the balance. And we are church, born again, going to heaven. To do what? To do karama zetu. Let me teach you about the gift of the Holy Spirit. And because of time, I will give you a course to go and read. I don't want to take a lot of time on it. They are here, the quotes are here. Naenda kusoma kitabu cha Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2, verse number 8 and 9. Naenda usome, kuonyeshe jinsi, ama kuonyeshe what you should do to receive the Holy Spirit. Then utaenda tena usome wa Korinto, the book of Corinthians. Yes, 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse number 1 to 11. You can also read from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 4 through 8. You have come to meet Jacob and me because I want just to bring out the gift of the Holy Spirit. How do you receive the gift of the Holy Spirit? How do you know your gift? I'll give you several ways for you to do that. I'll read them. One, know the gifts. Sijue, ndio nimekusomea maandiko wewe ukasoma. Na write them down so that you can read. Uweze kupokea kile unajui. Karama za roho ziko hapa. 1 Corinthians, okay? 12, 1 through 11. Romans 4 to 8. And usome. Gifts of the Holy Spirit, they are there. And there are other places, but the continuity na hizo. Okay? Now, ujue ziko. Tuko pamoja. Number 2, uliza Roho Mtakatifu, wewe umenipea karama gani? Na wewe uliza Roho Mtakatifu, umenipea karama gani? I give you a homework this week. Kianza the next month. Kianza mwezi wa 3. Holy Spirit, which gift have you put in me? Number 3. Still number 2. Ya kwanza nikakwambia, know the gift. Number 2. Nikakwambia, ambia Roho Mtakatifu, muuliza Roho Mtakatifu, which gift have you given me? Number 3, desire some gifts. Desire, unajua desire? Desire spiritual gift. Mimi wakati nilikuwa nakuwa desire discernment. Na nikapewa the gift of discernment of spirits. Nikapewa. I prayed about it. Niliambia Roho, hii nimependa nipe. Na nikapewa. So desire is spiritual gift to come down. But let me read you the list of the spiritual gifts. Now, they are divided into several groups. The first group is called revelation gifts. Gifts of ufunuo. First one is the gift of wisdom, word of wisdom. Which going to our going to our YouTube and our online, so you can go and listen to it later. Word of wisdom. The people with the word of wisdom have a gift to entangle the entangling things. They come in a time of crisis and they speak one word and everything gets shaken. Gift number 2 of the revelation gifts is word of knowledge. Word of knowledge ni mtu anakuja hapa anakuambia, you have been sick for 10 years. This has been your disease. Amejuaje? He knows what is happening with you before you tell him. Word of knowledge. That is word of knowledge. So, ukisoma tafuta hiyo utatamani zaidi have it. Number 3 of the revelation gifts. Gift of prophecy. Prophecy is foretelling. Kuongea yatakayokuja. Kwa ulimwengu wa shetani, the kingdom of the devil, we have a counterfeit of that. It's called divination. Whereby they do what? Whereby they speak things which are going to happen. For example, so Kimo used the spirit of divination, not the gift of prophecy. It tells about the future. gift of prophecy. There are 3. Then we have power gifts. Power gifts. We have the gift of faith. Oh, come on. Everybody has a gift of has faith. But there's a gift of faith. How do you know that you have the gift of faith? That you are. Can I tell you? Yeah. The people with gift of faith, they fight extraordinary troubles. They pass through very hard things. Yani maisha yake inakuwa ya crisis. Na unashangaa alishindaje? Because he has a gift of faith. They go through hard things and they deal with them. They fix them. Then we have the gift of healing. Gift of healing. People with gift of healing, they always dream praying for the sick and they get healed. If you dream praying for the sick and they get healed, you have a gift of healing. Then in the power gift, you have also the gift of miracles. You dream praying for the lame, the blind, the dead. The dead rise up, the blind see, the deaf hear, the deaf and mute hear and they speak. All that stuff. Those are called power gifts. Gift of faith, gift of healing, gift of miracles. Then we have communication gifts. Za mawasiliano katika kanisa la Yesu. Number 1, gift of discernment of spirits. Ama kupambanua maroho. Somebody comes in here and then begins to prophesy. This church is blessed. And ambassador the spirit of discernment will say, this is not the spirit of God. Though it is saying we are blessed, ama it's saying great things about us, is the spirit of the devil speaking positive things to buy you. Yeah, and some big preachers are using witchcraft, but because some people don't have the spirit of discernment, wanadhanianga ni roho. So spirit of discernment of spirits. You know when the spirit of the devil is speaking and when the spirit of God is speaking. The fact that the prophecy was good doesn't mean it came from God. It can be a bait. Yeah? There's one preacher who came to Kenya some 10 years ago. And when he came, I told people, false prophet. And he was preaching very good message. So everybody was like, hey, unaonea kwa Mungu. Sasa amekuja akawaambia yeye ndiye manabii wa mwisho. Na akawaambia ndiye anawakilishanga Yesu duniani. I discerned that when he came. So the spirit of discernment. Mambo upewe hiyo. Haya, ya pili on the gift of communication is the gift of different types of tongues. Wale watu wako hiki na hiki kipawa, they find talking in different tongues within one time of prayer. And most of them, they connect that to the gift of prophecy, of course. Most of them have a gift of prophecy. So there are people of various tongues. They can speak so many tongues. Somebody told me, I want to pray, and I counted one by one. And God gave me to pray for 1 hour. He gave me to pray 46 different tongues. It's a gift. Na mara nyingi inakuanga pia ya prophecy. Nafasi yake inakuanga ya prophecy. Then we have gift of interpretation of tongues. Can I talk to you? Yeah, I know this may not be very exciting, but very crucial for man. Thank you, I need you to know. So this is it. We don't translate tongues, we interpret tongues. Ule mtu anaongea na ndimi, akimaliza kuongea, unasema kila anasema, lakini you don't translate word by word. The interpretation of tongues. You want to see that in the church today. In the interpretation of tongues. Then we have another gift. Gift of interpretation of dreams. You will be part of Joseph, by Daniel, and other people. Gift of interpretation of dreams. Watu wamepewa ukiota ndoto wanaweza kupanga pia vizuri sana. Then we have service gifts. Service gifts. Which are they? Twende pamoja. Number 1 of that is the gift of service. Gift ya kutumika. And the sign kwamba kuna gift ya kutumika is you have a burden to serve God and to serve in church and other people. The reason why they push you than other people, don't blame them. Maybe you do not have that. You have a gift of service. The question is impossible. Kanisa ilioshwa. Kuna mtu atafikiri kama kanisa ilioshwa because he doesn't have the gift. Okay? That is a gift of service. Then we have the gift of exhortation. People with the gift of exhortation, when he finds you low, he speaks one word, you will rise up. Gift of exhortation. Somebody like Barnabas had that gift. Then we have the gift of giving. People with gift of giving, they don't give like ordinary believers. They do mega projects in the church because they have a gift of giving. So they do mega projects. We find it in the New Testament. And men would build synagogues. Yeah. Men would build synagogues. Men would done big projects for God. Gift of giving. Then we have gift of administration. Administration. Sinusimamizi. Your Bible, King James calls it ruling. He who rules, let him rule faithfully. Administration. It's also the same word used in the King James Version. Ruling, used in other Bibles, and administration. Then we have the gift of mercy. People always think about the disadvantaged, the needy, the disadvantaged. That's very crucial. So, those are the people with the gift of mercy. The gift of mercy. Do you get that? Yeah. Those are the service gifts. Then we go to special gifts. I'm a special ministries. Special ministries. I'm a special gifts. Number one, gift. I'm a ministry of intercession. It's a gift. Ministry of intercession. You have a gift. You have a ministry to intercede for the church. You always feel a burden about the man of God. You feel a burden about the church. You are always on that burden. A ministry of intercession. Then we have the ministry of music. Not captured in many scriptures, but we know it is there. The ministry of music. We see it in the sons of Asaph in the Old Testament. Ministry of music. Then we have a very funny God's gift here. It's called the gift of celibacy. Celibacy. Gift of celibacy is a gift whereby God gives a man not to marry for the purpose of ministry. Paul talks about it. Jesus talks about it. Apostle Paul edit. Hapo ndio Catholic walitoa fathers. Lakini hawakutoa ni gift, walifanya ukikuwa father, you don't marry. They made it a law. But this should be a gift. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. And you have it. Now, time bila kuoa ama kuolewa. Useme mimi nitatumikia Mungu peke yako. Yake. Yeah, like Apostle Paul. How many Apostles Paul do you have here? Say hallelujah. And you will do a lot of godliness. But God will give you grace because of the gift. Then we have leadership gifts. Leadership gifts. The first one is the ministry of an apostle, the leadership gift. The second one is the ministry of prophets. Let me divide something there before I pass through there. Before I go up from there. There's a difference between the ministry of a prophet and the gift of prophecy. If you have a gift of prophecy, you are not a prophet. Right? Yeah. The ministry of a prophet, his work is not to prophesy. His work is to restore the church. Right. Because the word prophet means a spokesman of God for his generation, to restore the foundations. In fact, a prophet is a teacher from God. It's what the Old Testament calls him, a teaching priest. I'm trying to put up another prophet. No. Gift of prophecy is not about prophesying. It's about restoring the church back to foundations. What the apostle says, they teach it again in a new, fresh revelation. That's the prophet. Then we have the ministry of evangelism. When you hear people say, yes, that's a gift of evangelism. The ministry of teaching. Ministry of teaching. Ministry of teaching, they like dissecting the word and analyzing it, verse to verse, word to word. That is the ministry of teaching. Then you have the ministry of a pastor. Ministry of a pastor. Let me show you kidogo. Okay, the fivefold ministry. Hizo nimesoma siku hapa zote. Hapa. Huyu ni apostle. Huyu ni prophet. Huyu ni evangelist. Huyu ni pastor. Na huyu ni teacher. Let me show you. Okay, apostle. Hii kidole inaweza kukuza hizi zote. Hiyo ndio kazi ya apostle. Okay? Prophet. Hii kidole ni ya kupoint. Prophet anapoingianga hivi. Okay? Evangelist, hii kidole ni refu kuliko yote, except some few people ambao kidole hii imetoshana na hii. And it means you are no, sorry. Don't take that too serious. Don't take that as a life moment. Sorry. Okay. Now, hii ndio refu kuliko hizi. Kwa maana evangelist anaendanga interior.
Right.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Then we have this. Hii ni kidole ya pete. Hii ni huyu ndiye pastor. Pastor is married to the church. Okay? Can you get that? Pastor is married to the church. Na hii ni kidole ndio kadogo. Unafanania kufanya nini? Mwalimu anaingia kwa mambo ya ndani. A teacher gets to detail the things. So that maana nini unaona unafanya aje? Kwa maana ni kadogo anatoshea, because that's the teacher. He deals with small nitty-gritties of the church. Did you get that?
Yeah.
No? Yeah? You get it?
Yeah.
So this is
Apostle.
Huyu ni nani?
Apostle.
Huyu ni nani?
Prophet.
Prophet is another anakaanga hivi. Actually, if you don't know, people think prophet is controversial. That's what we say about prophets. When the generation is going like that, prophet goes like this. He goes almost opposite always. He goes against the grain. He goes on wind on his face. He goes against the current. And when you go to a church whereby the person who is leading is a prophetic person, you find completely different than the convention, because he is trying to rise among you of what it should be. Okay, so who you need?
Prophet.
Prophet sayote anapiganga. Na prophet akipita judgment ndio inakuja. If you don't hear the prophet, apostle akipita unapewa second chance ya prophet. Prophet ndio mwisho. Akiongea ukikataa judgment. Right. Huyu ni
Evangelist.
Huyu ni
Pastor.
Huyu ni
Teacher.
Unfortunately, niliona mtu amesema kwa Facebook na alikuwa ameconfuse the vidole. Ameweka hii alikuwa ameweka hii alikuwa ameweka evangelist. Wrong. This is the basic man. This teaching in the hiyo ni mafunzo haijaanza na mimi. Ilikuja na Kenneth H. The original corporate owner of that idea. Sio yangu.
No.
I'm just copy pasting to you. They are good and you put it in the way. That is the clearest way you're putting it. Okay. So that's the fivefold ministry. But back in the leadership gifts, vile nimewapea pale juu, nimesema kuna apostle, kuna prophet, kuna evangelist, kuna teacher, kuna pastor, kuna nyingine moja inaitwa public leadership. Don't think public leadership is for the world. It's not secular. Public leadership. Uongozi wa angani, marketplace leadership. David alikuwa naye. David was a public leader. Daniel was a public leader. Moses was a public leader. And I can tell you through, Martin Luther was a public leader. Hata anaongoza maandamano, but he was anointing at work.
The reverend.
Yeah?
He was a reverend.
He was a reverend. Yes, he was a reverend. And lakini anaongoza maandamano, public leadership. We want a pastor who is anointed, a public. We want a man who is anointed in public leadership.
Yes.
We want anoint you and ordain you for public leadership. Go and do it in Jesus' name. For us in Jesus' name. Somebody who is governor who has anointing for public leadership. Somebody who is president who has an anointing for public leadership. Now, Paul says, desire these gifts. Uliza mwenzako, which one do you desire? Uko na nini sasa? Umeandika kama utaangalia kwa Facebook tena. Nataka uende uandike. Sasa tunataka tujuane which gift you have. Na usiandike mahali uanze kusubiria. I knew mine too as a pastor. I knew my gifts, all of them. Now I need to say this because you need to be very careful. Every believer does not have one. You cannot have one gift. Right? You can play soccer. What else can you play? Okay. So talent is still a natural. See more about. Because you've got to put out different natural talent. Come on, talent. Unazaliwa nazo. Gift unapewa na Roho Mtakatifu ukimpokea. Kwa pamoja. Utakulia. Gift unapewa na nani? Ukimpokea anakupea. Katika karama za Roho Mtakatifu. Gift of the Holy Spirit. They say they are endowments of the Holy Spirit. Hizo zinakuja ukiokoka. Ndio Paulo akasema ukipokea Roho Mtakatifu. Ndio Paulo ndio Yesu akasema those who believe and are baptized in my name, these signs shall follow them. Some of them will lay hands on the sick and they shall be healed. Gift of healing. They shall cast out devils. Which gift is that? It is evangelist. You wanafanyanga hiyo kazi. So, desire. One. And they ask for it. Simple. Ask and you shall be given. And the Lord bless you so much.
Amen.